All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Chaemiko versus 120. This game taking place here on Tyrannus Stand. Your eyes are not deceiving you. WarCraft 3 Reforged has been released, but I am still casting old school Frozen Throne match, and side by side. I guess the colors kind of pop a little bit more when I'm watching this. Like the blue on these ghouls looks significantly more just up front. Yeah, I did, but found you on Twitch again. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down in this particular 1v1 matchup as we're already looking at Chaemiko actually going for a delayed Altar of Kings. Keep a close eye on that in terms of what strategy and what tavern hero or perhaps just a delayed hero we will be looking at from this particular match. Too early to really say. Sometimes the players will actually start training up a hero and then cancel it and pick up something from the tavern just so it looks like they didn't go for a tavern hero. Altar of Kings was started at the 1 minute around 10-second mark. That does line up with the tavern having those tavern heroes ready at the 2-minute 15. A real Warcraft. That's actually going to be one of the strangest things. Actually, I got to talk about this right now. 120 actually opening up with a Lich. So Lich first in this matchup now, going up against a tavern hero, most likely coming in from Chaemiko. So this is not going to be your standard game whatsoever. This is going to be a little bit unorthodox, and I'm already getting quite a bit excited to see what this is going to really show. Announcements for WarCraft 3, Reforged, Neo, Back to Warcraft guys have already been on the docket as the streamers and casters for that particular event, and I believe we already knew they couldn't make any official announcements, but I had reached out to them earlier and I had asked, are you going to be there? And well, they said I'll be able to meet them for the very first time after years and years of just like talking online through Discord and Skype and all of those good ways of communication here in the 21st century. Now we are looking at this Lich first, and this is using the lightning shield tactic that has become so popular amongst orc players. Normally though, you have to use spirit wolves to activate that lightning shield, but whoa, the Lich gets denied a little bit of experience. I think the lightning shield actually took out that final blow. The rogue also gonna try and get finished off here. Down it goes. Level 2 now on the Lich. He does have a wand of mana stealing. So this is a Beastmaster versus a Lich in an undead versus human matchup. Real Warcraft 3. Yeah, I guess one of the key questions is going to be whether or not the casters and the players use Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne graphics, or if they use just the built-in or the reforged graphics. There is a way, or there were ways to try to disable it so that you actually use the old school graphics. And it may just be something that the players, because they're more accustomed to it and know where to click, just play better with that specific feel since they've been training on it for years and years. I will say there are quality of life upgrades in Reforge, such as just lower overall ping and perhaps a better BattleNet interface to help with matchmaking, even though I believe there are currently some matchmaking issues. Lich now out onto the field. It does have a Ring of Regeneration as well. It does get to level 3, so level 2 Frost Nova early on is known to pick off many units. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster with up to 9 armor already, 34% damage reduction, he is also going to be very difficult to take out. Lich sitting at 625 hit points. That Ring of Regeneration currently not doing anything for him. I believe he'll sell the Slippers of Agility and this Cloak of Shadows momentarily. Maybe even this Ring of Protection +3. What will he end up trying to pick up instead? Boots of Speed to move along a little bit faster. That makes a lot of sense since the Lich often wants to chase down units after he Frost Novas them. We see a quick quick Hawk that was in the air. 120 with a quick Dispel magic to try and stop it, as the Quill Beast is sitting at level 2 and does deal a lot of damage. It attacks very quickly with Frenzy, as the damage is going to come across there. Big Frost Nova finishes off a Footman instantaneously. One mana stealing to deny the Beastmaster, and this is just absolutely key right now, as we're looking at damage going across there. Another bit of Frost Nova damage. Are we going to see a denial? Yes, we are, as the Lich is still perhaps trying to absorb a little bit more mana again. We could see another Frost Nova. There goes a Skeletal Minion again, as the damage is just starting to add up more and more. The Lich has so much mana. More Wand of Mana Stealing coming across Lich, chasing after units, and I do not believe, well, Chaemiko was actually expecting to see a Lich this early on in the battle, and on top of that, oh, Quill Beast gets his Ghoul. Force Troll Shadow Priest already taken down. Lich now making its way back down across as well. 175 mana on that Lich, as the Quill Beast with that 26 to 30 damage and that very fast attack speed and very fast movement speed, causing lots of troubles. Both sides getting a lot of early kills early on, and on top of that, both sides with their expansions ready to go. Quill Beast down to 400 hit points, but able to easily outrun these ghouls again. As well, this expansion, once it gets scouted out, what is this Quill Beast really looking to do? Stormbolt is trash. Hi, how are you? I don't believe Stormbolt is trash. I believe a lot of players actually fear the Stormbolt, unless you're saying that Stormbolt is overpowered, which is a completely different story. But then again, a lot more people would probably complain about Thunderclap and Stomp right now instead. Alright, let's go ahead and break things down here. Rogue Wizard going to get finished off. Lightning Shield from the Beastmaster, dealing terrible, terrible damage. It's a Todd quote. It's a joke name. Yeah, no, I figured. I just played along with it as well. Okay, as we continue to make our way through this matchup, Goblin Shredder is right there. Going to go ahead, level 4 on the Lich. Is it going to try and, well, start sacrificing skeletal minions to get more mana? That is a big, big possibility too. Back down across over here, Lich does have Devotion Aura, may end up selling that. He is looking to scout down this corner as the Rogue Enforcer's big Frost Nova going across the Enforcer right there, slowing down that front line, reducing the amount of damage that 120 takes. Back off on the other side here, 38 compared to 39 in terms of supply. Beastmaster will get to level 4, drops a Quill Beast, and, well, Beastmaster is normally not the type of hero you would expect when you're going up against an undead player. The reason why? Well, Slaughterhouse and Destroyers. You do not want Destroyers to be just devouring magic all of those Quill Beasts. And it's even worse than, say, trying to go, oh, let's take a look at that. That Quill Beast could get taken down. Yes, nope, it does not get taken down. Goblin Zeppelin able to pick it up as the, well, Lich is now making its way over there, trying to get a little bit more damage, but it looks like that Zeppelin will be able to fly back. One Nerubian Tower, but this expansion is going to have a very, very bad day. I got to expect a drop to try and disrupt all of that mining, as the Acolytes are already on the move. Damage is coming across here. Footman is right there. Ghoul is going to join in on the fight, and there is even a Hawk to join in as well. Hawk with that magic damage, and the Hawk is actually very scary. Normally, there is not high magic damage this early on in the game, and to see a lone 21 to 25 magic damage unit being able to just pick apart ghouls, that is rather scary. All right, picking up those units and then forcing a retreat once more. We are getting up a second Nerubian Tower for that slow effect. Coming back across, Masonry upgrades are here. We are going into double Slaughterhouse. This is what I expected 120 to do after he saw this Beastmaster first, and we may even see a bit of a timing attack in this matchup. The Thunderhawk now making its way over. 2 Forest Troll Shadow Priests are here ready with that Abolish magic. Is it just going to try to abolish it down? No. One attack to try and finish it off, but it looks like it will be able to get away again. 42 supply for 120. The Slaughterhouses are nowhere. We're about to be done. We should get the Destroyer upgrade, as well as the Lich still wandering around. And this is a rather aggressive Lich. Normally, the Lich doesn't go anywhere without traveling with his own unit. Let's take a look. Oh, Gargoyle actually able to... Gargoyle was able to take down the Goblin Zeppelin, and well, level 5 on the Lich already, but it looks like it was taken out by the actual creeps instead. 2 units ended up getting shot down here, but the Gargoyle was able to shut down the Goblin Zeppelin play. Beastmaster is going to be forced to be resurrected, and this is just going to be absolutely terrible. Level 4 Beastmaster getting taken out so quickly. We're now going in a double workshop to perhaps deal with the incoming destroyer count. 120 now trying to get this Death Knight up to a proper level as we see some Forest Troll Shadow Priest back here. Alright, Lich now looking to back away again. That is a lot of towers at the expansion. Beastmaster has a lot of hit points and a lot of mana to recover. It will take quite a bit of time. Meanwhile, the Death Knight should be able to get to level 2 fairly fast. However, he is by his lonesome self. The skeletal minions really not dealing enough damage. And the problem is that the assassins are actually rotating damage to apply poison across multiple units, meaning that units don't hold aggro as well. And you can see the assassins actually finish off a legitimate unit. Death Knight now trying to retreat back again. There's an ensnare onto the Quill Beast, denial onto that Ghoul, as the Lich now makes its way off to the north. Chaemiko sitting at 30 over 40, 30 over 60 compared to 120's 45 over 70. But he is also sitting on 2,000 gold. What is he going to all of a sudden spend all of his gold on? That is a question right there. It doesn't matter how much gold you have in the bank if all of your units and all of your buildings are dead on the field. Triple workshops now going into mass siege engines, as siege engines give a lot of problems to undead and night elf players. Unless you go for abominations. What is this? 120 already transitioning, perhaps expecting to see siege engines, is now going into meat wagons. I originally thought the slaughterhouses was going to be for obsidian statues and destroyers, and now to flip the script once more, gonna be going for meat wagons instead. Alright, meat wagons, not the typical unit that you're expecting to see here. And all of a sudden, well, does Chaemiko actually spot the meat wagons being trained? If he does spot the meat wagons being trained, he should cut production or consider different options than from these workshops, as the workshops will just start feeding additional experience to his opponent. But then again, there are also obsidian statues out on the field. This is a strange matchup already. We're seeing the counter to the counter to the counter to the counter repeatedly. Alright, suddenly going into low upkeep. More siege engines, 9 supply being trained up right. No, Quad workshops. Alright, this is World of Tanks. This is not WarCraft 3 Frozen Throne. This is World of Tanks now, as the meat wagons are going to make their way in. 4 siege engines with 2-1 upgrades coming across. Destroyers perhaps going to try to do a little bit of a timing push. Not going to be really that successful, as the one meat wagon is trying to lob and deal damage. Meanwhile, we look at Chaemiko going, I will see your 1 siege attack unit, and I will up it with 3 of... I will call and raise you with 3 of my own, with 4 more being trained up right behind. A 63 supply compared to 70. We see an illusion coming across right here. Meat wagons trying to lob those attacks across those units here. Peasants could easily get taken out, as we're looking at this destroyer is just... well, not really going after the right target, as we now see a level 3 Spirit Hawk, which is invisible, which is the perfect counter to these siege attack units. Meat wagons are heavy armored units that move very slow and have low hit points. The Goblin Zeppelin is going to try and pick up and drop off all of these units consistently, but also the Spirit Hawk is invisible. Quill Beast will be able to do more, as the Dreadlord trying to engage as well. More siege engines dropping down. Quill Beast coming across over here. Spirit Hawk is going to go ahead and dive in, finishes off another meat wagon here. Whoever thought of Spirit Hawk to counter the meat wagons that would normally counter the siege engines? Alright, this is a crazy matchup indeed, as the meat wagons are trying to lob and finish off all of these peasants here. Peasants are actually just repairing away, as the building is taking significant damage. Eventually, however, the disease cloud is going to be more than enough to actually do a large amount of damage, as the Lich now looks to back up. Triple meat wagons here. Meanwhile, coming across over here, Goblin Shredder and Ghouls are able to save the haunted gold mine, As well, we may see some death here in just a moment. All right, couple more peasants are going to get taken down. There they go. A little bit of extra damage. Another round of siege engines come online. 3-1 upgrades in this world of 5 workshops being trained up. So 5 upgrades here. No additional armor upgrades as the units are looking to retreat back. All right, let's take a look. Meat wagons trying to save those or take down those siege engine now. Siege engine taking so much damage as they are retreating back once again. All right, a Spirit Hawk says, those units look absolutely tasty. Let me just finish those off. And you can take a look with this Spirit Hawk actually chasing down units like that. What you're going to end up seeing is a very high level Beastmaster. Each of those meat wagons are in fact higher supply units, so they do offer a good amount of experience, and experience is based on the number of supply that those units are. Meanwhile, coming back the other way, it looks like, well, that ghoul does end up getting taken down as we're looking at Quill Beast and Lich coming to engage again. All right, Beastmaster trying to escape away from the Lich. Lich losing quite a bit of mana. Beastmaster sitting at level 5. Siege engines now making their rounds back again. May end up finishing off this necropolis very quickly now that it has fortified armor. Who would have thought fortified armor actually making the necropolis take additional damage? Siege engine is right here, but hero damage and spell damage greatly reduced once more. Nerubian tower going to try and be repaired as well. These siege engines are not quite close enough as we're looking at the Nerubian tower down to 100 and, well, down to 86. One more shot from that extra tower should be enough. Carrion Swarm now blowing through. Lich trying to continue to finish off more units here. Is the Lich going to be able to just take down those units or perhaps get a big, nice Frost Nova? That is the question right now, as the Town Hall down to 218 hit points. Back down to the south, Siege Engine joins in on the fight. Carrion Swarm. Destroyers finish off more units again as the Death Knight and the Dreadlord are fighting their way through. All right, Siege Engine going to end up getting taken down by Acolytes and Ghouls since they can't attack buildings. Meanwhile, back on the other end, Beastmaster sitting at level 6 he absolutely now has a Thunder Lizards, the ultimate ability, and with that ultimate ability could perhaps, well, finish off more buildings again. Siege Engine trying to take down that last haunted gold mine before it's able to be constructed, but it will get taken down too. Death Knight now at level 3. Dreadlord just leveled up to level 3. Death Knight shy of level 4. Beastmaster, what is he going to do here? Both sides really committed to this siege engine, meat wagon, destroyer, slaughterhouse, workshop build strategy as a new expansion once again being set up. All right, World of Tanks. We are looking at five workshops out onto the field. The problem right now is you cannot afford to maintain 5 workshops under production load off of one base. Those workshops would probably be better served, unbuilt, 1 or 2 of these workshops unbuilt and having an additional siege engine out ready to go. All right, let's take a look at this. Meat wagon gonna go ahead and try and take down this hawk gonna try and take down another meat wagon. There it goes, quickly taken down as the Death Knight is unable to spot this invisible unit during this time. Beastmaster still trying to wander around here. Dreadlord, most likely, is he going to go after those units again? That Obsidian Statue down to 333 hit points. Quill Beast could be dropped down. We could be looking at Thunder Lizards, and Siege Engines are back in play again to try and stop the Haunted Gold Mine. Oh, well, Moxie Cat, first time for everything. Dreadlord going to continue to fight back here. Let's take a look. Black Citadel under duress as well. Only 1 Siege Engine, though. But it is 3-1 upgraded as 2 more now ready to show up and join in on the fight. Lich shows up to the party. Extra additional negative armor on that Siege Engine. But it is 3-2 upgrades as the Siege Engines try to take down this Black Citadel. Back across over here, Siege Engines trying to take down this Nerubian Tower. It looks like it will end up getting taken out by the Death Knight with no real problem or effort. There it goes. Nope. The Nerubian Tower actually got the killing blow, meaning the Death Knight is denied experience. Destroyers Meat Wagon now making its way back down again here. And once again, Moxie Cat, thank you for watching as long as you have. It sounds like you've been watching for quite a bit of time. Quill Beast out here. There's the Destroyer with the Devour Magic. And, well, a Meat Wagon could get taken out. There is, well, the Thunder Lizards coming across to try and destroy buildings. No sleep that I see. There it goes. Dreadlord makes a short work of that ultimate ability, Scroll of Town Portal, in order to get away, as the Thunder Lizard able to finish off that, well, Goblin Shredder. Beastmaster seeing that level 6 Clarity Potion being used again. We are at Castle. We are on one base, Workshop, training up 5 more siege engines once more. This is a world of tanks, as the Thunderhawk going to be able to just try and snipe down one more shot. Is it going to be able to get it? Is it going to be able to get it? Yes, it does. Snipes it down. But, well, there's enough Devour Magic to finish off the unit. Crota is the best. Great work. Thank you, PJ Nom Nom Nom. I guess I still have my name in the hat for casting at DreamHack Anaheim. But nothing is for certain yet. I think there's actually some discussions going on. I have a few years, actually played SC2 primarily now, only Frozen Throne casually, but I always love watching your stuff, hoping you can continue doing well with Reforged. Well, I hope Reforged does do well. I said this in the past. I really think that Reforged is going to be my time to either go big or go home, so to speak. If it does get bigger and bigger and I don't get a strong enough community and it just doesn't make sense and there's just so many other great content providers out there, well, I can probably easily just bow away graciously and gratefully. Anyways, Town Hall now taking a lot of damage here. It is under repair. Are these peasants taking damage? Yes, Death and Decay does affect these workers as well, and those workers are going to end up getting taken out slowly but over time. Farm also getting taken out, and that Lich is a one-man wrecking crew. Meanwhile, Beastmaster is also a one-man wrecking crew, and that's what we're looking at here. Dreadlord is purposely staying nearby, and what is going to happen as the Dreadlord stays right there, the Beastmaster, he wants to use that Thunder Lizard ability, but he knows that the Dreadlord is just going to cut it short. All right, Carrion Swarm coming back online, perhaps to try and draw away these siege engines. There is the Thunder Lizards, but the Dreadlord makes its way back out. Hawk is already going straight after the Meat Wagon. Meat Wagon looks like it's going to get taken down. There goes the siege engines already, as the Beastmaster is going after the Acolytes. All right, Quill Beast trying to focus down some more units. Siege engine comes across to finish off the Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse will get taken down. There goes one, as it looks to go after some more buildings again. All right, Thunder Lizard going after another Acolyte there. Acolyte could get taken down. Nope, Death Coil does save it, as the Beastmaster is still in the back. Watch your YouTube replays years ago. Thank you very much. Siege engine going to continue to engage. Try and burst down this Black Citadel. Black Citadel down to 200 hit points. One siege engine down. Another one is there to take its place. No, 4 more are there to take its place, with a 5th one in the back. And this is just rolling over the undead base. The choice of Beastmaster with the Hawk, Thunderhawk, to deal magic damage to handle the siege engines is absolutely brilliant in terms of being able to handle those units. The fact that it is invisible makes it very difficult. Destroyers are also here as well, as we're looking at, well, the siege engines finishing off 120's base here. This may turn into a straight up, not even a base race, a base destruction, as 120 is down to one haunted gold mine in his main base, and that is pretty much it. That is all that is left in the main base, as the siege engines roll out to the other side there. All right, a handful of buildings left. One Necropolis, one Nerubian Tower. That is it, as the haunted gold mine is trying to be reestablished. Siege engine now making its way over. Beastmaster is here, ready to go, ready to deal and dish out that damage, finishing off some more units. Thunderhawk is out. Quill Beast is now out, trying to finish off the remaining units. This haunted gold mine could end up getting taken out very, very quickly, as well, as it does have unarmored type. 120 in serious trouble. That is a lot of siege engines and not many buildings left, as we're looking at this necropolis under a lot of distress. Death Knight sitting at level 5, trying to finish off the remaining buildings. Beastmaster is dead at level 6, but it may not matter. All right, necropolis is now down. Siege engines going after the last Nerubian tower. 200 hit points, maybe not enough gold. Is that the last building? Oh no, new necropolis and a new haunted gold mine were added. All right, necropolis, haunted gold mine added back across over there. There is no mining going on here. No mining going on here. If you want to mine, you are doing the walk of shame in order to get there. 85 gold, no more units, and Chaemiko gives up. 120 with the victory. After all of that, all right, absolutely blast of a game to cast and watch with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your comments below. Let me know if you think this should be recommended. Yeah, World of Tanks rolling over undead, but it looked like without being forced to do long distance mining, he wasn't going to be able to base race enough, but that was absolutely a blast to watch. Thanks again.